And they are in Destin, Florida, which is here in the Panhandle. And that we're have a closer look at those storms that are offshore. But the bigger picture, we do have a big upper level low that we've been following here that's been twisting and turning about. That's giving us the instability in the atmosphere and some of those storms. So again, there's a look at the cluster of thunderstorms. That's what we could see in that camera offshore for us. Overall, big low pressure. There's moisture, there's lift, and that translates into big old boomers for you. You'll get those today, just like how we had yesterday. And it is very scattered and spotty. Jordan had a tennis match late in the day. The storms got him, but I had the storms earlier in the day, more like 5 or 6. And so it's just really a matter of timing and exactly where you are. So there you go. Look off the coast of Florida. Batch of thunderstorms for us. A lot of lightning. So if you are on the beach, remember, lightning can travel more than 10 miles. So you have to keep that in mind. Otherwise, pretty quiet. We do have a few storms that are coming on shore here onto the west coast of Florida, and we will see more of this as we head throughout the day. And it is going to get more abundant. It's going to get more widespread. It's going to get more intense as we head through the day. And notice that they kind of bubble up. Some of these don't move all that much. So wherever they bring you downpours, you could get flash flooding. In fact, yesterday my husband was going somewhere and it was pouring. And he goes, I think we're going to have some flash flooding. It's crazy on the roads out here. It can happen that quick, especially on concrete where the water all comes together. You have to be very, very careful. So that's not the only disturbance we have to worry about. We have more energy that's coming in. We also have a boundary that's going to be sweeping southbound. So that keeps us unsettled. And there's plenty of heat, plenty of moisture through the day on Saturday as we head into our Sunday and then as we head into next week. Now, next week, actually, let's see, we have July coming up next week. Yeah, the 1st would be on Tuesday. I think
4th.
July 1st is, oh, yeah. July 4th is on Friday. There you go. But the 1st, we're already in July, is on Tuesday. The 2nd is on Wednesday. And we will see more of these storms ushered in. Now, overall, 1 to 2 inches. But in some of these heavier downpours, you can see them depicted here on the map at 3. But you'll have little dots of 3+ inches with some of these stronger thunderstorms. We need it into Florida. We are into the rainy season here. But, Jordan, with the rainy season means we have a lot of lightning threats here, especially into the afternoon, into the early evening, with the sea breeze and just all the convection you get into Florida in the southeast.
Florida, it's what? Florida, Oklahoma, lightning capital?
Yeah, well, apparently Oklahoma overtook Florida, but I mean,
it's like within a couple strikes. I mean, literally so many between those two states.
The low that's spinning around and the instability that we have here into the southeast. You can kind of see that spin there, but we don't really have much spin here into the Bay of Campeche. Little spin with our Invest 93E, which we will look at momentarily, but there's a lot of stability in the atmosphere. There's a lot of shear in the atmosphere, and that's why we don't anticipate this really to develop as we head over the next 2 or even 7 days. There's only a 20% chance of development, but it will still bring rain here to Mexico and parts of Central America. A lot of convection for us, but not a lot of rotation. But this is how it starts. Starts as convection, and then eventually you get that spin. But right now, it's just really not going to happen. Here are the chances for development. You're talking 20%, 30% max with this system as it crosses over the Yucatan, essentially, and into the Bay of Campeche. But there just really isn't enough to get this going in the atmosphere. There is going to be plenty of rain, though, as I mentioned, not only from this, but from all the convection that we get this time of year. There's this thing called the Central American Gyre, and you get it May, June. It lasts as you go through the hurricane season, but right now it is going to give us a lot of those thunderstorms, and sometimes they can spit out low pressures, and that's where we get our name storms. But notice we've got shear, we've got shear, we've got shear, we've got shear. We're just sheared out right now, and it's not only the shear, but also Saharan dust. Notice how thick it is coming off of Africa, going across into the islands here, all the way up into the Bahamas, and even into the Caribbean here a little bit, into the Gulf of Mexico, into the Gulf. So we definitely still have a lot of stability, a lot of dust in the atmosphere, and that's going to keep things at bay. This time of year, we see storms in the Gulf develop. We see them develop close to home. As we get into July, which is next week, you start to see that development go a little bit farther out into the Atlantic. And we see storms still develop close to home, but you'll see some of them in the MDR. But I got to tell you, looking at the forecast for the CPC and whatnot, it just doesn't look like there's a good chance of development even as we get into next week. Though off the coast here of Mexico, we are going to see Flossie probably develop as we do have a low pressure bring us rain into Mexico, and it's just going to crawl essentially up the coast. And Jordan, looks like it comes in maybe around Cabo. Just a towel and one little bucket and plastic scooper.
Did you have the car nearby?
No, that's all you had. This was not a thing of schlepping all this stuff. It gets me so frustrated. Like, we don't need all these things. You're at the beach, dig a hole.
What about the boogie board? You got to bring the boogie board?
Everyone shares. If everyone at the beach brings one thing, we can all share.
Or your fins. We used to have fins.
You don't need fins. You just get in the water and swim.
I'm with Steph on this one, man.
Thank you.
Dude, you're on your own
what
island.
About a fishing
brings one item.
Yeah, okay.
We're in a community here.
Yeah. I got to bring everything because you'll have nothing, and I'll have to be the one to pack everything so that you can borrow all my stuff.
And I'll be happy there just playing in the sand, jumping over the waves.
Don't step on my sandcastle.
By the way, if you do dig a hole at the beach, make sure you fill it back in, please. People can die. They can get very injured. Walking, all of a sudden, they hit that hole. One leg goes in, the other one doesn't. So do keep that in mind. Yeah, you go make up your own games at the beach. That's how you do it. You can make little circles in the sand and throw something into it. You make your own games. You don't need all that stuff. I can't stand the consumption. Water temperatures, they're coming up. We now see 90s on our map. We see 80s off of the Space Coast, 82 degrees. Green flag go, and if you see a purple flag, that means there is marine life in the water, usually jellyfish, sometimes other things. Our UV index, not as big and high as it's been the last couple of days, but 8 and 10 is still really, really bad. You can get burned within 30 minutes, but remember, we might see more clouds and showers. Sunscreen definitely
you're going to bring sunscreen to the beach at least?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just making sure you're bringing something.
Yeah. I'm bringing the entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Which is me.
And the shovel and the little pail.
Just the shovel and the pail. It's all you need. You can make so much with a shovel and a pail.
I'll be in the water.
Right. See, that's the other part.
I won't even be over there.
Just swimming in the water, jumping, doing all those things. Clearwater, phenomenal day Friday, Saturday. Well, you jump over the waves, or try to jump under them or see who can do the biggest jump. Make up games.
Flips. You flip over them.
Yes.
Run and flip.
Get creative. Miami. Showers and thunderstorms as we head into our Sunday, Monday. In the Northeast, we do have stronger risk of rip current here. Of course, water temperatures way colder into the Northeast. Air temperatures also pretty hot still. Very, very small. Very small. And it is a bolide, which is a very bright meteor that sometimes explodes in the atmosphere, often producing a supersonic sound here. So pretty cool because this one was what was considered a fireball due to its brightness, and that's the name that you give to it. And it got picked up on satellite. This is cloud cover, and that is the Meteor, because it's meteor when it's in our atmosphere, and then meteorite when it's on the ground. So Reynolds, pretty cool thing here. Thankfully, it was just a small one and not a huge, massive one that made, Bay of Campeche and stuff like that.
Exactly, yeah.